Hey everyone, let me just turn this around. Hello. Hi. Hey Christina. Who else is here? Let me close that. I think it'll be a little bit better. Hey Carly. Hi everyone. I'm so glad you could join me. So I decided that I want to talk about balance today, and funny enough, hey Mara, hey Laura, my son is sick, so I snuck out to get some medicine. I'm literally pulled over in a parking lot. So balance, right? Like, we all need balance. Like right now I'm balancing going to get medicine and keeping my word to do a Periscope right now. So lately there's a lot of stuff. I'm just going to get right into it because this is probably going to be a little bit short. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for inviting people. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so something has been, I guess, on my heart for a really long time now, and that is just, how do I do all of this? How do I excel at being a mom? How do I be a good wife? How do I be a good team leader? How do I be a good friend? How in the world are we supposed to balance everything? It's a really hard. And I'm not sure where you're at in your journey. This obviously can apply to Younique, but just all of your areas. And one thing for a really long time is that I just felt really lonely. So I was feeling all of these feelings, but I wasn't sure if everyone felt like this or if something was wrong with me and it was just me that felt like this. So, what did I do? Well, I went to a convention and I kind of brought it up and kind of got a feel that, okay, maybe I'm not the only one. Then I went to the Black Status Retreat in January and it came up, and not the only one there either. And then at Unified this past weekend, it came up, and everyone feels like this. Everyone feels like it is a constant juggling act. You don't really know what to do. And if you're like me, you're just kind of like running around, what's that saying, with like a chicken with their head cut off, right? You're in all different directions. You are giving as much as you can to your family, as much as you can to Younique, but you're not really excelling at anything. You're just sort of staying afloat. Now, I don't know about you, but for a really long time, up until just a few days ago, that is how I feel. That is how I felt. If you feel like that, yeah, it's a lot of us. You're not alone in feeling like that. But I just don't think that maybe everyone talks about that. And I don't know why. So for me, I can like look on Facebook, right, or any other social media like you, and you can see that everyone is sharing all of this amazing stuff that's happening, right? Like, I'm not posting on Facebook today, oh, my son's sick. Yes, we do. We want to be seen as super women. We can do it all. And I just want to tell you that saying that you can have it all, I don't believe it. I think you need boundaries. I think you need to prioritize. I think that you have to think about what is most important to you and strive to keep that at the top. The other things that can fall, let them fall. So for example, something we learned this weekend, you have your glass balls and you have your rubber balls. Your glass balls, these are the things that are most important to you. These are the things that if you drop them, they will shatter and they will break. My glass balls, my family. Not going to cry because I have done a lot of crying over the past few days. My family is my glass ball. If that broke and shattered, I would be devastated. So my family is my number one priority. And for me, that means when my son gets home from school, my phone, the ringer goes off and I set my phone down. Because I also know that there is nothing that is going to come up in those couple of hours that is a do or die situation where it needs to take away from my son. I also don't want to be on my phone and just kind of be, with him, but not with him. You know what I mean? So that's important that he gets my undivided attention. Then you have your rubber balls. These are the balls where they're not going to break and shatter if you drop them, right? What do rubber balls do? They bounce, and they're going to keep bouncing until you have time for them. So in your life, you need to know, you need to prioritize, you need to make a list. What is most important to you? What are the things that you do not want to risk breaking? What does that look like to you? Maybe it's an email that comes in for a rubber ball that, that person wants to join your business, but it's time to spend with your son. What do you do? For me, I spend time with my son because that email is still going to be there in 2 hours when I get back to it. This sounds so simple, but you guys, it's really like been my light bulb, like my aha moment, because for a really long time, I've just felt like I am just kind of sinking. I am so overwhelmed with so much stuff going on, a lot of really great stuff, but I'm not able to just give my attention to everything because it just seems so hard. So if you take anything from this, please take to prioritize. Please know that you're not the only one that feels like that. There are a lot of people, and know that you need to talk about it. So that's my next point. You need your tribe. You need those people where you can cry to, you can laugh with, you can put your wall down, you can share ideas, you can share struggles. Those are your people. Those people aren't going to judge you. They're going to be there for you. They're going to love you. They're going to pat you on their back. They're going to be there to wipe your tears away. And those are the people that, they are just so valuable. And for a long time, like I mentioned, I felt like I was just kind of alone, My husband would say that whole thing, it's lonely at the top. And maybe to a point that's right, but I also don't really think so, because I think a lot of it falls into my lap and creating my tribe and my people so that I'm not lonely. And that's kind of what I've done now. So I have these people. I don't have a lot of people. You know why? Because the quality of these people is so much more important to me than having a lot of just acquaintances that don't know me. I've kind of come to realize that I don't really let a lot of people in. I think I am more guarded now. And when you meet those people and you can let those people in and you can tell them, for example, and this may be like a big one, but like, oh my gosh, I haven't had sex with my husband in like a month. And those people don't judge you. They're the ones like, oh yeah, me either. Those are your people. You need to hear you're not alone in this. You need to hear that your marriage isn't getting that valuable time, but neither is someone else. And instead of just complaining and leaving it at that, you come up with a solution. So at Unified, I met someone, loved her right off the bat. When you just meet these people, loved her. I know she is really fun. And we just clicked. And that is so rare now. I'm 35. So to really find someone and just click, like, it's really rare. So I met her. We clicked. We ended up actually flying home together, to Vegas on the first leg of the flight. And we just talked the whole time. And like everything she said, I could relate to, and everything I said, she could relate to. And so then we took it a step further, because you don't just want to leave and just kind of leave feeling terrible and in a slump, right? You need to be able to get it off your chest, to let go and release, but then you need to come up with a plan on how you can be better. Because that is what this life is all about, how we can improve, how we can be better people. So, we came up with a plan. It was Saturday. We were like, Sunday, family day for me. But Monday, we're going to Skype. And on Monday, we did. And our goals were, it's funny, to have sex with our husbands and to get dressed every day. Seems simple, doesn't it? But how often do you get dressed every day? Like jeans. If you're like me, those yoga pants feel pretty good. Which leads me to another thing. You wear yoga pants all the time. When you gain 15 pounds, like I have since the cruise, you don't really realize it. Then you go into your closet and like nothing fits. That's a rude awakening. So get dressed every day. Put clothes on, like put jeans on, put a sweater on, just like do something, because I promise you it does something for your head. Like it just makes you feel better, makes you not want to eat stuff, obviously, if your pants are too tight. And so anyways, we checked in with one another and it was fabulous. We both took showed each other, yeah, jeans, just wear jeans. Set your goals. Don't make them huge though. Take them in 7-day increments. If I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. I just have like all this stuff in my head and I'm so excited to get it out. Take it in 7-day increments. So if your goal is to get dressed and wear jeans like 2 out of those 7 days, awesome. Do it. Write it down. Commit to it. And then have someone as an accountability partner to share that with. Take a picture of your pants and just send it to her. Like, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. But when you have someone that is holding you accountable, you're helping each other. What else do I want to say? I have some notes here. And then one more thing. And then I'll go because my son, I need to get back to him. So something that I was struggling with is, man, all over social media, you see highlight reels, right? You see all this good stuff that's happening. And I know I just touched on this briefly a minute ago, but here you go. I want you to think right now of a person who inspires you. I'll just give you a couple minutes. So think about someone who you just find inspiring, and maybe you don't know them. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. Now, you have that person in your head. Think of why they inspire you. Is it because they have a nice car, a nice house? Is it because they're always going on vacations? Or is it because that person 5 years ago couldn't afford to buy food for her family, and now she makes $500 extra a month and she can afford to buy food for her family, and she shared her story? For me, it's the latter. That is what I find inspiring. When people can admit their struggles, admit that they've made mistakes, but then get right back up and share their story. A lot of this is owning where you're at. And I do think that for me too, like I mentioned before, I could have company sales of $200,000 and think, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But as soon as I see someone with like $13 million in sales, $13 million, it doesn't make me feel good. So then I don't share that. But by me not sharing that, it doesn't inspire you. So think of those people who you are inspired by. It's because they've shared their story with you. It's because they are owning up to their story, where they're at. They're being authentic. They're being real. They're not saying that everything's been perfect. They're not saying that they never struggle. They're saying that they've fallen and they've gotten back up. And that is something that I admire in anyone, no matter what your story. That is the type of person that inspires me. So, as you're sharing your day-to-day life, sure, we don't want to put our struggles on Facebook. I get it. I don't either. But also, take it with a grain of salt when you see something and it kind of makes you feel jealous, or, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not good enough yet. And then all those thoughts come in your head telling you you're not good enough. You don't deserve it. You're not where she is, but you've been in it longer. Don't let those get to you. Those voices will keep you down. They will just make you feel, and excuse my language, like a big pile of you know what. I can't say it on Periscope. It doesn't feel professional. It's not going to make you feel any better. So when you are feeling that way, I want you to know that it's normal to feel that way. We all feel that way. And if anyone out there says that you don't feel ever jealous, I'm probably going to say that I don't believe you, because we all feel like that. That is a part of life. Here's the thing though. When you see someone that has $13 million in sales and it makes you feel bad, You feel that, you allow yourself to feel that, then you like that post, then you comment congratulations or amazing or oh my gosh, I can't wait till I'm there. You have those feelings, but then you have to put out good stuff because you will get there one day. Just because it's their time and their story to be there doesn't mean that you will never get there. You will be there. It just might take you longer. So as I wrap up this Periscope, write down your glass balls. Write down those things that you don't want to break. Write down your rubber balls. Manage your time like that. Don't you hate when you lose your train of thought? I feel like I was on a roll. Okay, so prioritize your time. Think of the balls. And then when you feel those jealous feelings of not being somewhere, not feeling good enough, know that that's BS and know that you are good enough and you are deserving and you will get there. Okay? So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this. Mwah! Have a really, really awesome day.